Let me show you what 160 pounds can do to that fence. Fire. Look at this. Look at this. Holy shit. All the way through the fence, pretty much.
When the zombie apocalypse arrives, will you survive? Zombie go boom. Kick undead ass.
Hey survivors, what's up? Welcome to another mind-blowing mini episode from Zombie Go Boom. Today we will be talking about The Walking Dead and some of the kills in that show, just like we did last week. And we will be talking about the Striker 380 by Bowtech. This is the exact same crossbow Darryl Dixon uses. And there's some myths we want to talk about with that. But before we get started, I just want to say real quick that you guys kept saying, well, these zombies are very much rotted. You'd be able to get through the skull a lot easier. Well, it takes a lot for skull to decompose, but let's say that were the case, you also have to remember that by the time the skull even starts to decompose, the brain would already be decomposed, so the zombie wouldn't even be alive to begin with. But that completely out of the way, this week most of the zombies that they were able to fight were fresh zombies, just turned zombies. So all of that talk about them being rotted and it's easier to get through the skull is null and void. Not to mention, if you really want to survive the zombie apocalypse, you got to get through the first wave of zombies, which means you have to get through the fresh ones first. Knowing how to kill a rotted corpse isn't going to help you if you can't get through the first wave. So anyway, before we get started with the new kills though, I just wanted to say we had a video response last week from a fan telling us that we got it wrong. Whenever we were showing you the kill with the guy that went in through the mouth and out the back of the neck, we used a knife, and he said, no, you guys are wrong. He was using a machete, and it was actually a little bit different than this. He's right, you're right. It was a machete. It was serrated in the back a little bit. But it doesn't matter. It's harder now. These aren't meant for stabbing. These are meant for chopping.
Yeah, when you try to stab with the machete, you're actually takes more displacement to get this through flesh than it does one of these. So if you can't do it with one of these, you definitely can't do it with this.
But you know what? We're gonna try it anyway.
All right, first we're gonna do this stupid thing. Ready? Definitely does not go all the way through the head. So the machete was stopped by bone. Imagine that.
That's right, doctors. Now, one of the kills that definitely would not work is this week you saw Rick use the crowbar to stab into a zombie. Again, that doesn't work. If you have a crowbar and you're gonna use it, you gotta smash him in the head like Charles in this clip. Okay, the next probably not real kill that was a real kill in The Walking Dead is Carol's kill. She basically stabbed this guy who had just died, so fresh corpse, somewhere on the side of the head because they cut away. Not sure exactly where she went through.
To me, it looked like she went under his head, like she stabbed underneath his head, like into his pillow.
That's what it looked like. But really, I mean, if she would have stabbed him on the side of the head, it would have been probably through the ear canal, which is probably not a kill, or the temple, which is probably not a kill. But anyway, we're just going to let Mr. Executioner Man, who's at least 3 times stronger than Carol, stab this zombie, and we'll see what happens.
Do you want me to just go for it?
Oh, and she didn't draw back. She just kind of pushed.
You just go for it? Okay. So she was like about from here?
Yeah.
When she stabbed, so it's like...
It was very easy. You're not making it look easy, Charles.
I'm not as strong as Carol, I guess. Let's try it again. Through the temple. Nope. Let's go through the ear. Nope.
That one.
Wait. You're doing it wrong.
Oh yeah, I gotta hold it like a pencil.
You have to hold it like this, and it's better if you use a machete.
I forgot.
Nope. Damn it.
story.
No! That's
Don't-
the moral of the story. It doesn't work. You
Don't-
are going to die during the zombie apocalypse if you don't watch this show. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, don't rely on the kills from The Walking Dead. If you do, you will become a zombie, and I will have to kill you. And I don't want to do that.
Also, for all of you doctors that think that maybe Carol went through the neck, that's not a kill. The only way to kill a zombie is to destroy the brain. The only way to get through the brain is to go through the skull. The only way to get through the skull is to not do stuff like this. It takes a lot more effort to do that. Trust us, we do this every single day. Lastly, the thing we wanted to talk about the most actually is we want to get this baby out. This is the Striker 380 by Bowtech. It's pretty amazing. It has a draw weight of 160 pounds and it shoots a bolt at 380 feet per second. But here's the thing, that makes it really, really hard to load. You can't load this with your bare hands. And last, what we wanted to talk about is Darryl Dixon loading his crossbow. What we saw him do in the last episode was he basically just hip fired, boom, hit a zombie right in the eye. Okay, maybe the dude is really a big badass, but then he grabs a bolt, he runs up the stairs. By the time he's up the stairs, the bolt is already in and the crossbow is already loaded. Now, this is the Striker 380. This is the exact same crossbow that Darryl Dixon uses. It has a draw weight of 160 pounds and it shoots this bolt at 380 feet per second. That makes it very hard to load. You can't do it with your bare hands. You just can't. It doesn't matter how strong you are, you can't. You need a mechanism for that. And I'll show you what that is right now. It's this. And let me show you how slow it is to load. And this is the same thing for any crossbow, really. If you're looking into crossbows, this is going to be a problem during a zombie apocalypse. To me, I believe you might as well use a crossbow to hunt during an apocalyptic event than to kill zombies, unless you're shooting from really far away. It does give you distance, but
Yeah, it's not a close quarters weapon.
yeah, it does not give you speed, that's for sure. So, what you do is you take this and you put it on the stock right here, and then you take these hooks and you hook the string, and then you pull it back, all the way back. And even with this, it takes quite a bit of force. Once you have it in there, now you're ready to put the bolt in. Now this thing will not fire unless the bolt is already in there. So once you cock it back, you gotta fire a bolt, which kind of sucks, but I can see why they do that. It also has an extra safety that we took off, but after you do that, when you load the bolt in, make sure that you don't put your hands in the front, like anywhere in front of this, because you could injure yourself. When you load it, you really want to make sure that you load it from way back here. So now it's loaded and ready to fire, but that took quite a while. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this on the ground, and then I'm going to load it as fast as I can, and I can show you guys. You can time me, whatever. I can time myself, we can time me, and we'll show you how long it actually takes to load. So I'm going to shoot this. Ready? Don't do this at home.
Yeah.
You know, we're trained idiots. Okay. And the safety's still on.
On the top.
Top? I pulled that thing off. Oh, I got you. Fire. Okay. This thing has a lot of safeties. So if you want to own a safe crossbow, this is the one you need to get. And as far as crossbows are concerned, this is awesome. The only reason why I'm talking about loading being a hard and long procedure is because it is with any crossbow. But if you're into crossbows, this is a really good one to get. Alright. It's stuck in there. Oh no, there's a zombie coming. First of all, it's gonna be really hard for me to reuse this. I can reuse it. You shoot it on the ground, you can reuse it.
As long as you don't hit a rock.
Or something soft, because if it goes too far, it'll strip the back end of the arrow, and you won't be able to fire it anymore. Okay, so sure I have it where I need it. So I'm just gonna put it here maybe. That's what I'll do. So, okay. Okay, so I'm about to shoot a zombie and then you guys can time me. Ready? Alright.
That was like a whole minute.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't practiced, but.
You're not Darryl Dixon.
And I'm also not Darryl Dixon. But seriously, you got to use this draw mechanism. You can't just do it with your hands. Here's me trying it with my hands. And I'll let the executioner try it with his hands if he wants to too. But it's really uncomfortable. It really hurts. How? Want to try it?
We try. I have gloves on. I've got leather gloves on. Well, if you can't do it with leather gloves, you can't do it with your bare hands for sure.
You're getting there. Can you do it? Can the executioner do it? Oh, no way! Holy crap. Uh-oh.
That
Oh,
still
man.
took like 30 seconds, and it's not really comfortable.
That's amazing, dude. High five.
Stronger than the average bear.
That's really amazing. Still though, he didn't load it up here. And he
Nope.
didn't load it going up the stairs.
You have to put your foot in that little holster in the bottom.
And I guess the gloves help?
The gloves do help. It hurts still,
Oh, really?
but I can take a lot of pain.
Well, that's cool. Good to know you can do that. That's 160 pounds, kids. Adults, whoever's watching. You try to do this. Seriously. Buy this crossbow. Try to do that. Not that easy. So as you can see, there are a lot of kills that look cool in the show, but are very improbable, if not impossible, in a real world application. Now, we're going to be testing some more kills that we've seen in The Walking Dead, especially the ones that probably don't work. We'll be trying a sharpened cane at some point. We've seen Darryl Dixon also stab a zombie with a bolt through the eye. We'll probably try that next time we see him do it. But with another mind-blowing mini The Walking Dead episode from Zombie Go Boom, I'm Chuck Murray.
And I'm Charles Foltz.
And we will see you next week. Jeez, we didn't even need to buy the second. We lost the first drawstring, so we bought another one for Houston, and then we didn't end up shooting it at Houston. But if I had known that the executioner had, you know, Zelda gloves, like the Link gloves that he uses to carry
Power gloves.
The power gloves.
It's all in here.
Or the power bracelet, whichever Zelda we're talking about.
Let me show you what 160 pounds can do to that fence. Fire. Look at this. Look at this. Holy shit. All the way through the fence, pretty much. You can't reuse this arrow. There's no way.
No.
It's all.
I mean, you'd have to.
The fletching is completely gone.
You'd have to refletch it and everything.
Let me get some B-roll of that real quick.
Man, I'm telling you, that might go right through that head totally. All the way.
I think it will.
Because
And the shit right here is about to die.
in the show it goes, whoosh, whoosh, and then he pulls it out.
Yeah.
Cool. Pull it out, Charles.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That sucks.